And tonight on Connecticut's news station, tense moments in a Middletown neighborhood. Body cam video shows the altercation that made an officer fire her gun. Tonight, the suspect is facing a judge.
Caught on camera the moment a car crashed into a state police cruiser on a busy highway. Where the investigation stands tonight and why police are reminding drivers about the move over law.
Plus college budget cuts, and we're getting emotional testimony from students and staff pleading with the state to keep resources in their schools.
A massive mess left behind after a homeless encampment was plowed over. How people in New Haven are stepping up to help those in need of shelter.
Now at 6, this is Fox 61, Connecticut's news station.
Good evening. Thanks for joining us here on the Fox 61 News at 6. I'm Sarah Sanchez.
And I'm Ben Goldman. First up tonight, a display of support for a detective being hailed a hero.
We're getting a look at body cam footage of a violent attack on a 7-year veteran of the Middletown Police Department. During that attack, the officer shot the homeowner you saw there several times, and today that man faced a judge.
Fox 61's Samaya Hernandez joining us live in Middletown with new details tonight. Samaya.
This detective was the first arriving officer on scene. Her brothers and sisters in blue standing by her side today in court and after in a press conference. Now, we do want to warn you that the body camera footage we are about to show you is disturbing.
They came to my house numerous times. The police officers came to my house.
6:33 Saturday morning. Wasn't the first time Middletown police visited landlord Winston Tate. They were at his Liberty Street home 3 times recently, including the night before, on reports of manic, argumentative, and uncooperative behavior.
I was supposed to not have police contact. So that when they come around, I was really getting nervous. And they called me outside. They called me out there. Mr. Tate, come outside.
Despite counsel's advice, the 52-year-old addressing a courtroom filled and lined with uniformed officers.
Mr. Tate was shot several times. He's got currently several gunshot wounds. One is actually actively bleeding as we're sitting here.
Documents show Detective Carly Travis was responding to several reports of Tate screaming and smashing glass when he approached her wielding a claw hammer.
Back up, come up, hot. Stop! Stop!
Mr. Tate came upon Detective Travis in a matter of seconds.
The Office of Inspector General now leading an investigation into what transpired in a matter of seconds, leaving a local landlord with bullet wounds and sending a female detective to the hospital where she was treated and released. What is clear, body camera footage is key in the state's case.
Struck by a blow with that claw hammer on her shoulder. She fell to the ground. Her body cam became detached, and the rest of what transpired was audio, basically hearing her screams for help and trying to defuse the situation. Absolutely chilling.
Middletown police held a press conference saying that they stand by Detective Travis's side. They are calling her a hero. The police chief also calling for public safety reforms.
At the end of the day, we believe that she's strong and she needs to be noted as a heroine. There's reforms in the bail, corrections. We need to invest in those things. We can't make new laws without follow-up on good programming for those that are being released from these facilities or from corrections and giving them opportunity for success.
And today, a judge raised bail for Tate from $500,000 to $850,000. He is charged with first-degree attempted assault and second-degree assault on an officer. In Middletown, I'm Samaya Hernandez, Fox 61, Connecticut's news station.
A Connecticut State Police trooper is recovering after her cruiser was hit on I-84. The trooper was parked responding to a crash in Hartford. It was all caught on camera Sunday. The driver of a Subaru slammed the car sideways into the back of the cruiser. A 20-year-old man was behind the wheel. He's being cited for traveling too fast for conditions, failing to maintain a lane, and failure to move over. The trooper is expected to be okay.
New photos tonight showing the scene in Newington after multiple cars caught on fire last night. It happened at a business on Willard Avenue right near West Hill Road. Several cars completely charred by the flames. No word on any injuries because of this. The cause of the fire is under investigation.
Hartford police are searching for a person who shot and killed a man last night. This happened around 7 when a man was driving his car on Lime Street in the area of Granby and Tower when someone began shooting at him. Investigators tell us the man kept driving after he was shot, but ended up crashing into another car on Lime Street. Police believe this was a targeted shooting. They're asking if you have any information to reach out. Also in Hartford, another shooting on Capitol Avenue. Police say it happened around 2 o'clock this morning, and they tell us when they arrived, those officers found evidence of a shooting but no victim. They say the victim ended up later calling them to report he had been shot. He was then taken to the hospital with 1 gunshot wound. He's expected to be okay. No word yet on any suspects. An investigation is ongoing.
In Rhode Island, an investigation's underway after a Hartford police officer was arrested on Block Island over the weekend. Hartford police say that they were notified by Rhode Island State Police that Justin Damone was taken into custody after an incident at Ballard's Beach Resort. Damone has been charged with sexual assault. He was off duty at the time of the incident. Police say Damone has been suspended without pay pending the outcome of an internal and criminal investigation.
Tonight, an arrest is made after a CCSU student died in her dorm back in February. The university says Brandon Maynard of Danbury is charged with manslaughter and the sale of narcotics. He was arrested last week. Officials say 21-year-old Sarah Redmond was found unresponsive in her dorm room on campus on February 26th. Maynard is being held on a $150,000 bond.
Well, tonight, former UConn star Dennis DJ Hernandez was transported back to federal custody on charges stemming from multiple arrests this year. Today in court, he did not enter a plea. In the most recent case, police say he plotted to carry out shootings at UConn. When police went to arrest Hernandez, they say he told them that he was going to fight and would shoot any officer who came near him. Hernandez is expected to face a judge in November. Let's get to the weather watch here and a look at the forecast after a gray and rainy Tuesday morning. This video of the clouds rolling through Middletown, a little bit of a different scene than our sunny weekend and hot sunny Monday.
Right? And it felt like the rain just kept going and going. Chief Meteorologist Rachel Frank joining us now with more. Hi, Rachel.
We only have a little bit left. Some areas of mist out there and maybe a lingering shower, especially as we head through the overnight hours. But it certainly is gray out there, 73 degrees. And we do expect some improvement over the course of the next couple of days. But we'll only see some limited sunshine and still keep the chance for a spotty shower around. Radar picking up on some mist and drizzle. In some cases, the radar isn't even seeing where it is because it is so low to the ground. The radar beam just shoots right over it. But a lot of clouds out there, and we're watching these showers and storms to the south. It looks like much of this is going to miss us, staying to the south. But again, we could still see a shower in a couple of locations, especially as we head through the overnight. Right now, we're looking at temperatures close to 70 degrees, and that humidity is noticeable. Very humid here on our comfort scale, and that will be the case heading into the next couple of days before we see some changes. Low temperatures tonight in the 60s, heading into tomorrow morning. We'll start the day off with a lot of clouds, chance for a spot shower. Try to see some breaks of sun as we head through the afternoon, but it may take until the end of the day. We'll see highs in the upper 70s to right around 80 degrees and a chance for an isolated shower in the afternoon as well. We're going to do this all over again for Thursday. It turns wetter on Friday, but I think you'll like the changes in store just in time for this weekend. We've got your full forecast coming up.
Thank you, Rachel. New tonight, officials at Connecticut State Community Colleges say they're in crisis.
School officials today announcing that they're laying off staff and reducing services just to make ends meet. Fox 61's political reporter Emma Woolford spoke with those at Capital Community College in Hartford and joins us in the studio with more. Emma?
Ben, Sarah, the state's community colleges say they're cutting 400 positions across all 12 campuses. That's 57% of their staff. And though classes start in just 2 weeks, school officials say there's still time, calling on state leaders for help.
Do we think Governor Lamont is listening? No. No, we don't.
Outrage from Connecticut State Community College leaders Tuesday as they asked the governor and state legislature for more funding.
The opportunity, that's not magic. It's not pixie dust. It's money.
The Connecticut State Colleges and Universities system, which includes 4 state universities, CT State Community College and Charter Oak State College, say Connecticut's recently approved 2-year budget leaves them nearly $125 million short.
We understand every cut as an attack.
School officials say in order to get by, they're cutting staff and services. At the CT State Capitol campus alone, they're eliminating cafeteria services, reducing library staff and hours, eliminating the Office of Career Services, reducing tutoring centers, and more.
These services are essential, and cutting them would make our educational journey much, much tougher.
and some state lawmakers share these concerns.
I hate to see individuals losing their job. I hate to see hear what the impact that's going to be to students' education once they come back in the fall.
Turco says he's already speaking with colleagues about short-term solutions to bridge the gap between the start of school and the next legislative session in February.
It's going to impact students' education. It's going to hurt enrollment if we don't figure out a plan to put additional dollars between now and next year.
And I did reach out to Governor Ned Lamont's office. In a statement, a spokesperson told me the governor is committed to ensuring that Connecticut state colleges and universities meet the needs of students, adding the administration will continue work with the system's leadership and members of the General Assembly to ensure the efficient allocation and prioritization of resources. In the studio, Emma Wolforst, Fox 61, Connecticut's news station.
All right, Emma, thank you. Donald Trump's attorneys say that he's committed no crimes and is pledging to fight his latest indictment in court. Trump supporters argue it's just another attempt by the Biden administration to weaponize the Justice Department. But Fulton County District Attorney Fannie Willis is fighting back after accusations that her case against the former president is politically motivated.
The law is completely nonpartisan.
It's ironic that they waited 2.5 years to try and now have it in 6 months. The reason was they wanted to mess him up right in the middle of a campaign. They wanted to line him up so that he's tied up in court.
Trump responding to the indictment saying, quote, "It's a continuation of the greatest and longest running witch hunt in American history."